I will touch about productivity and activity. Being an accountant for the past 10, 15 years, well, I also learned productivity and I define it into three aspects. That is proficiency, productivity, and profitability. Reading the website of MDRT makes me a more well-balanced person about how to be understanding what did MDRT share with us. If you know about the practice management, that if you go through the notes or those spoken or taught by those MDRTs in US or all over the world, you will find how the practice management is being done. With this, you look into it, apply the process, you develop it, and one little thing in Malaysia, if you don't realize it, I'm going to share with you, and I practice it. However, anyone here dare to send policy to your client by registered post or by courier? Well, if you do the first groundwork on the very right footing, and you inform your client that you'll be delivering the policy by courier, because the distance and the time, the client will not object you. However, you always have to send the message to the client telling them that you are going to work on this approach. And by the way, who taught me this? Tony Gordon. I must thank him because the time of delivering the policy, and especially if you have a written letter telling him about the aspect of those things that you need to tell on the delivery stage or reinforce it at a later stage, you have to do it and meet the client again the next time or when he brings someone with him to meet you. Why I share this with you? Because that little knowledge that I attended in MDRT experience, that little knowledge, it really just added one more percentage into your productivity, and you really solve a lot of things. And today, with the traffic jam and the time traveling from one place to another, you could focus more things about how you work on your prospect, fact finding, meeting the clients, sitting and waiting. This is, I think, all of you would agree with me, because coming with my journey, walking for this past 18 years, I always look back. What did I achieve? Did I change myself? Did I deliver to be a meaningful process? Yes, I keep having process improvement, and I also learn from clients and from MDRT platform. What are your motivations to live positively and always look at challenges as opportunities? All of us know that. Do you think that this career is always up? You don't have down moment? And again, from MDRT, I learned this. When you're down moment, I share with you, you visit your first year clients who supported you because that you joined this industry. With that, I also learned how to carry a food basket or something, give the natural homemade or something from the handicap. You buy these things and you deliver it to a client. Of course, the client will be looking forward to meet you. I speak with my experience and my feelings. Why? Because all this really, my first 2 years of my clients, when they see you, you always say thank you, the gratitude to your clients, that without them, will you be today where you are? And always, you must show your appreciation. End of the day, after the meeting, whether I get referrals, if I don't, 2 months later, 3 months later, my client will call, this first year's client will ask me for dinner, lunch. I will not reject them, even though how busy am I. And I tell you, it is always very rewarding. Trust me, if I'm just a very simple agent, I work on consistency and persistency, it really pays off. This is my true, sincere sharing with you. How long do you intend to be in this career? Forever, yes. With that word, that you have the answer, or you put it in your mind, it's always playing in your mind. Is this career very challenging? It's always up or it's always down? You're always up and down. So when you're down moment, you always remember who has given you this opportunity, the commitment that you have to give it to your client. And always remember, it is today you have developed to this level, you have to make sure that the commitment that you develop is always the journey, the process, and clients will always notice it. It is a time matter, serious. The client will one day give you referrals. No matter how difficult it is, they will come by to you, they knock your door. Hi, why don't you come and see me? I have somebody to refer to you. It works, it really works. All of us know, I'm going to share with my experience. I have done several claims for my clients. The conviction from the claims that I have developed, the check for the widower or the widow or the parents, if it's a single man or a woman who has passed away. I tell you, each time I develop the check, being a man, some will say that you have to be tough, but should you not cry and should you not have the kind of emotions, feelings? It is true. I will share with you one case that I really touched my heart because it's my family member. A stomach cancer case. When I sold this policy to my brother-in-law, the process is so simple that he rejected me. He opened the door. He asked me to leave the house. 2-3 months later, he asked me to come back and says that was about 15 years ago, okay? And anyway, he passed away. He said to me, you just do something simple for me. I just want it for the sake of family protection. I did the policy and he's rated. In 2008, he developed stomach cancer. We are family members. It's not easy. And this is my first time your own family members hit with this type of critical illness. I see him from an 85 kilo gentleman to the last few months of his moment on 37 kilo only. The journey is really very touching to me. That very moment of his last breath, cutting the story short, it is so touching that when he passed away, he did bought, of course, the whole life policy, plus the critical illness and the medical. It is not enough. Let me share with you. No matter how you plan well, it's always the case that it is not enough. Today, my sister-in-law, she's funding the 4 children. She's taking 2 jobs from time to time here and there. And she's blessed that her 2 children has finished university and they are working to support the mother. It is something very challenging, and from that moment, it gives me a very significant process that I continue no matter how hard your client rejected you. Please don't give up, because it is about something you never know. When you deliver the check, you will feel it. You will feel it, because all this comes with your heart. And all of us shared about love. No matter the relationship, how you develop, even with your client, you will have this feel, the emotion. And sometimes, if your client says no, they may not see it. How often, when you share the client, when they give you rejection, did you ask any of the family members or your friends in the past 1 year, 6 months, has struggled with all this illness before? If they say yes, did you see the lifestyle? Did you see how the family has to face it? All this comes with very challenging moment. If you have done your job, this is where the noble part of it, of our career, and that's where I talk about you lead a life of significance with the mindset to reach out and share insurance too as an investment for the aspect of the life cycle journey. Because all of us know that the death cycle will come by. We will have to face it no matter what. It's just this uneventful situation. When will it happen? If we know when it will happen, we will be making tons of money because we will buy a huge policy for that matter. Again, some clients may have their financial commitment, their budgetings, and their cash flow not able to support that kind of premiums. On the other hand, how often of all of us to take step by step, that means revisiting your client. If you don't do it, may I share with you, please go back and revisit. Because all of us do not know that your client may need it. It's just that it's not the right moment. They may not know. They do not feel it. My key of success is always based on this. And I learned this from Tony Gordon. Manage your activities than to manage your results. We do not look at the results first. We look at the activities. And when you look at the activities properly, I believe all of us will make it through. All of us would have your dream goals. And again, you set goals by daily, monthly. Of this goal settings, it all comes with you. I wouldn't want to share so much into the daily goal settings, the monthly goal setting, rewarding your career, buying something for yourself, and etc., etc. It all has to be with you, your desire. So you set your parameters, working through these parameters, having your goals with a deadline. Again, this is from MDRT. I learned this simple process. It takes me to the journey of where am I today. And may I share to say that I must thank MDRT and the industry and all fellow brothers and sisters, my principal company, that today I really appreciate and gratitude for all the effort made. May you and your family be healthy, well, and happy. Thank you very much.